Let's talk. What can I do for you, my friend?
Voss is waiting beneath the city. We'll apprise him of our progress once we have the Orphic hammer in hand.
It was just a pebble. Just a pebble? A pebble could take out an eye. They could cook, enter an acre.
Well met. I am the Society's leading expert on myconid spore telepathy. But I've had to delay my experiments. Run out of spores, you see. Oh, I miss them, those myconid spores. I don't feel quite right without them. Probably shouldn't have inhaled them all so quickly.
A fellow inhabitor of the Underdark. You find yourself in the cradle of knowledge relating to our subterranean home, the Society of Brilliance. Tell me, what can the Society do for you? A wonderful research partnership. I'm sure you'll agree. They are upstairs if you wish to share any theories with them. A most intelligent impulse. But I'm afraid it simply isn't possible. New memberships are on hold for as long as those wretched absolutists are banging on the city gates. It does, however, give you plenty of time to prepare your admission thesis. A brisk 30,000 words should be more than sufficient. Was there anything else? I assure you, we are as well provisioned an institution as any other you'll find in this city. We simply prefer to keep our wealth away from areas of study. One must stay humble in order to achieve true academic rigor.
I'm compiling a translation dictionary so warring species of the Underdark can understand each other. It's an essential step forward.
So much Underdark strife comes from vying for scarce minerals. I seek to invent new, easier ways to find such ores. From plenty comes peace. Why can't a man be passionate?
It is pleasurable to see you. Your intervention within the cult's underwater complex was a timely one. I am glad my carelessness did not cost the life of Duke Ravengard. That you also saved me was unexpected. My meeting with you led me to a most unsettling conclusion. That my kind had begun to exert influence through this cult of the Absolute. I felt illicit interference would not be conducive to this plane's survival. I sought out other infected individuals to ascertain the truth of my hypothesis. Unfortunately, I strayed too close. I was captured and transported to the prison in which you found me. There, I saw Gortash and his followers inflict cruelties far beyond any I witnessed in the Underdark. I am grateful that you were spared. expect such a merciless fate. I too feel some warmth at your presence. Your inclination to generosity is an admirable quality, one I wish to reciprocate. Blurg and I have consulted on the matter of your reward. We first thought to ask the denizens of the Underdark for their aid in fighting the cult. Alas, our influence there remains negligible. Instead, we have selected a series of items from the Society's vaults. Given my kind's involvement in creating this evil, it is only right that I do my part in helping you defeat it, or at least improving your odds.
I wonder what Professor Lineweech really thinks of me.
Omeluum tells me I have you to thank for its safe return. We know the risks when we go out into the field, but to lose my friend in such a way would have been most disheartening. If there's any conclusion to be drawn from this, I think it's that Omeluum and I are safest back in the Underdark. Our research there must continue. We may not be able to fight on the front lines as you do, but we may yet do some good for those who call it home. We'll depart when this absolute army is defeated. I understand you are involved in the matter. I hope our gifts will provide you with some meaningful assistance in fighting the evil Omeluum uncovered. Do let us know how you get on. us through the city streets.
Once I publish my paper proving that it's just hyena mite infections that make gnolls so angry, I'll be famous.
I wonder what Professor Limeleech really thinks of me. Next, I just need to interview somebody who speaks classical Meanlock.
Must be blowing inland today, bringing in the stench of the foundry. Belching smoke and metal screeches. Keep the city peaceful, my arse. Those clanking great steel watchers. Bloody hate them. No matter what the mouth says.
Your mother squeezed out a whole litter.
Ansor is sleeping under Worm's Rock prison. But what's this of a true hero spark?
Just the sort he'll deal with. You will be. Once ordered is this.
Surely you can't agree with how he's talking to a child. It's out of order.
My shop is pilfered every day. City should be for proper folk who earn their crust.
The Gazette reckons Lord Gortash is the second coming of Baldur. Horsecack.
There was a time when we'd have a pillory in the wild, small enough even for street cars like you. Perhaps Lord Gortash should revive that grand tradition. venture where he pleases. It is you who must mind where they go, and do not forget.
The breeze must be blowing inland today, bringing in the stench of the foundry. Belching smoke and metal screeches. Keep the city peaceful, my arse.
It was just a pebble. Just a pebble! A
No
pebble!
lower
Take
city
half an
house
eye.
can compare to a mansion next to the high road.
Safest place in the city,
You
too.
wish to choke me to death?
It was so clever of your grandparents to build there.
Precisely the attitude that is ruining this city. No prize, no discipline, no consequences.
Oh, and those clanking great steel watches. Bloody hate them. No matter what the mouth says.
Oi! Stop a moment. Right. You look harmless enough. The commander keeps an open house, so you may pass. I'm not a centipede. I'm a guard.
She was stone cold sober. Heard it from Mother Aramina herself. This... If you hear about the vines, I've cleared them off the neighboring houses already. Can't promise it'll be the last time. The druid's away for a while. I'm just her son. And apprentice, too, for my sins. Ah! You think like my mother. That's why she keeps a small grove here. To return nature to the unnatural. Me? I don't think nature ever left. People lay down cobbles, aye, but seeds still sprout between the cracks. Oh, I took you for a friend of hers. The druid. Did you hear her? What? You know where my mum is? Tell Ryan, quickly.
Make a habit of just letting yourself into people's homes, do you? My mother's not here, if that's who you've come to see. She's alive. Who are you to her? A harper? Don't be too wounded. Up until this moment, she was missing. Presumed dead out in the Shadowlands. But she's alive. Everyone! She's alive! Bring her here, so we can kill her. Where's the boy got to, Jord?
The boy is upstairs. The girls were a little rough in their play earlier.
The Gazette reckons Lord Gortash is the second coming of Baldur.
Smells like fermented baby fat with a hint of nutmeg and stewing.
Tell me, what do you know of a man named Minsk of Rashomon?
You wish to consult me? Nervous? Don't be preposterous. I am on alert, as you should be too, given who hunts us. I have faced Orin before, and she left scars on me that will never heal. She will enjoy adding to them, and she can strike whenever she pleases. She could be anywhere. Could be anyone. You see through my Minthara mask, pretty little flesh thing. A joke. I am no more Orin than you are. If she is watching, and she may well be, she will delight in seeing suspicion spread among us so quickly. We cannot let that happen. We need to watch over each other, now more than ever. You have never visited? You are of aristocratic blood. I thought as much. But whatever house matron you sprang from, your upbringing cannot compare with mine. I am a Bainray, born into the city's most ancient and powerful house. My life was one of privilege and danger. Like you, I lived in Kuelarzor, high above the city's sprawl. I enjoyed every luxury, whether harvested in the Underdark or stolen from the surface. And I survived my first assassination attempt while I still suckled at my mother's breast. I tasted her blood that day. She covered my body with her own, and a blade bit deep into her chest, almost puncturing her heart. When I came of age, she tried to take my life herself. And I gave her fresh scars to match those she earned protecting me. I expect so. If the world were to end, I think my mother would survive to rule over the ruins. Yes. My house trained me to be a soldier in Lolth's service, and my mother showed me how to survive the perils of society. She taught me to be resilient, and to guard my heart from those who cannot be trusted, literally and figuratively. When I choose to let somebody close, I do not do so lightly. That gives a great depth of meaning to the bonds I do share. He is rather fond of himself. If he truly intends to be the savior of Baldur's Gate, perhaps he has reason to be. Even if I personally faced down the army of the Absolute and drove it from the city single-handedly, I would not be welcomed as a savior. No matter what I do, the people of Baldur's Gate will always see me as an enemy. I do not want to be tolerated. I want to be feared. Don't you? When we have all 3 Netherstones and control the Elder Brain, all of Faerun will have reason to fear us. Your party is full. Did you think I would not notice? A paragon of wisdom. Do we have a target? in your name.
Let's move.
Tell me.
Hello, my dear. Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special. I guess I'll spend my evenings lounging here while you do all the hard work. It sounds awful.
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead? The girl could not bear thou, a breaker of promises. I told her the fate of her parents when the wind carried it to me. She has left this place to hew a new path. She left behind a letter, as thou doth know. Hast thou other business?
And these things have stayed interesting.
It's not a lie. If you would just listen, I could explain. You have done quite enough explaining, Volothamp Gadan. You have poisoned the very hearts and minds of these good, kind, gentle citizens with your lies, your delusions, your conspiracies. Though you hide behind a mask of stories, we have seen beyond the veil. We see what you really are. Fearmonger. attention seeker. Here, here! Agent of chaos.
Your parasite stirs in recognition. This man is infected.
Let the hells follow! Today, citizens, we rid ourselves of this cankerous sore. Today, we burn away all falsehoods. Today, we will be divided no longer, for today, we rise in truth.
Don't just stand there. Help me, gods damn it! Help me!
This promises to be an amusing spectacle. Let us see if death can silence Volo at last.
The newcomer speaks, and speaks of evidence, and trials, and justice. And in so doing, they delay their very own salvation. Dear citizen, dear friend, rest assured you will have your justice. But I'm afraid the time for trials has passed. Now is the time for judgment!
No! Please! No!
Time for some bloody work.
Victory awaits. My path be true.
A bold maneuver.
Here we go again. Time to press ahead. Never a dull moment. Blood follows me everywhere.
Taking up position.
Make way.
Nothing will stand in my way. No time for mercy.
Onward.
Gods! I really thought I was done for. I suppose thanks are in order. Again, what's an heroic story without a little risking of one's neck, eh? And you know what they say, the bigger the story, the more people want to kill you for it. I'll tell you all about it, but not here. Too many eyes, ears, and weapons about. Meet me at your camp.
Four birds on the slope. You pay for all four birds.
We only have enough for 3. We sold everything.
Captain, we have 2 children. You can't make us split up the family.
Don't fancy the look of those prisoners.
If Gortash doesn't want to pay us fair, then we're well in our rights to look out for ourselves.
You fight harder than ever now that you have a lover to protect from harm, Lae'zel. The Githyanki should encourage relations between their soldiers. It is a proven tactic for morale.
We need no boon for morale. I fight well when there is kin at my side. And now, I count one more among them.
Do you ever think we should have had another?
Doesn't matter what we think now. It would have broken us back then.
But if we'd only made the effort, if we'd only pushed through.
I know you get one when he gets 2, Bolton. But I made a delivery to the docks just yesterday.
Good day to you, sir. I apologize, but Lady Janeth is not currently welcoming visitors. If you are here with regards to her recent marriage, you may leave any gifts or warm wishes with me, and I will ensure she receives them. Forgive me. As you can hear, Lady Janeth is indisposed at present. Please come back another time. I assure you, absolutely nothing untoward is happening inside. Lady Janeth wishes for some time alone with her new spouse and has sent her staff on holiday accordingly. In ordinary circumstances, I'd appreciate her generosity more fully, but, well, I prefer to be here for when she changes her mind. Yes, quite right.
A few pointers, Lizelle. I heard you and your lover locked in combat, but the last you said was not rigorous enough. Next time, tie them to the ground, and do not release them until you are both satisfied.
You have given me ideas.
They got back. Well, I'm very glad they got better.
Pardon my singing. That lullaby's been stuck in my head since... Funny. I can't recall.
Welcome. The House of Grief lies just within. We are here to help.
Welcome to the House of Grief. Are you here to be unburdened? Whatever ails the heart, whatever weighs upon the soul, we can help. The House of Grief welcomes you and stands ready to ease your troubles.
You're eager. Good. But there is a right order to things. Before you can enter, you must agree to the House of Grief's terms and price. Speak to the attendant by the front. She will put everything in order for you. Then you will be free to enter. Easier for who? You? Afraid not, friend. You enter by the book or not at all.
Greetings once again. Perhaps you have had a change of heart? The unburdening can provide succor to all. It can deceive, I must admit. Originally, we sought to help those who found themselves consumed by the loss of a loved one. But there are so many others who need our help. We unburden people of the suffering in their hearts. Melancholy, anger, self-doubt. troubling memories, and of course, grief. I think you could benefit from our help. In fact, I think you desperately need our help. I sense turmoil in you, even if you cannot bring yourself to admit it.
Her expression is a pure lack of intent. She is impossible to read.
A great deal of people in need have entered that door. In my time, I've come to recognize their suffering. Admitting you have a problem is the first step, the hardest step. After that, we will be by your side. There is the matter of the fee. A trifling sum compared to the peace we can grant you, rest assured. A pity. Perhaps you can find a way to correct that. Better to have a light purse than a heavy heart.
Amorous passions usually make people more considerate, Minthara. Kinder, sympathetic, better at cooperating.
They can also make people more protective, guarded, paranoid, and jealous.
Never mind.
The Society of Brilliance. These preposterous fools love to meddle in Underdark affairs. They are most amusing.
Amusing? Wherein lies the humor?
They seek to promote peace between species through mutual understanding. Ha!
Even my people know the value of a carefully crafted coalition, Minthara. Is our own alliance not a case in point?
Who may venture where he pleases. You
Listen to me. If you go any further, the brain will dominate us. We are not ready.
We should heed the Emperor's warning. Passing the gate could be the death of us.
I don't know. It's like a tingle in my spine I can't shake.
You sure it must be blowing inland today, bringing in the stench of the foundry.
The mermaid, faithful readers, has the tackiest architecture. Only in the
beefing and beefing. All of you the same? The bleeder! Do it yourself.
Works on Bunty. I know. Those trolls all sound a bit out of my price range. About all those refugees.
Coin maiden guard your coffers.
If you need help, sire, just speak to the clerks.
Just as well as going down to special deposits.
Army.
What with everyone scared because of the Absolute? Now I have to start again thanks to you.
Boss says we can't take the breaks of other gazetteers.
Sounds like something you'd say if you had no idea.
What's your bloody name? This job's a six-hander. We can't do it without
Another one who can't take a bit of hard work.
first one to give up before he got paid, though.
You fools. Obviously Dusk was the story's best character.
It is splendid to see you again, my friend. If you hadn't saved me from that mob, I'd be penning a guide to the afterlife based on first-hand experience. Perhaps you would hazard a guess as to why the mob turned on me? Quite right. But it is not Orin herself who has marked me for death. It is her dread master. The Lord of Murder has returned. As he did 100 years ago, Baal has set his accursed sights on Baldur's Gate. And his temple runs red with the blood of the innocent. Orin is his chosen. And like Sarevok before her, she is able to take on the savage form of the Slayer. If the Slayer is not stopped, it will slaughter every living thing in this city. As one of those things, I'm particularly eager to stop it. And there is a way. I have a study of the beast, penned by the wizard Irenicus himself. It contains all the knowledge needed to slay the Slayer. Now I just need a brave adventurer, willing to face Baal's chosen, and to put the knowledge into practice. Wonderful! I can scarcely think of anyone more suitable. It will serve you well. A study of the Slayer
penned by John Irenicus. It's one of a kind, so do try to keep it away from the inevitable bloodbath, hmm? The Dream Eater. It is said the children of Baal are claimed throughout their sleep, ever disturbed by visions of a life of bloodshed and terror. Once they have seen too much, once these dreams drive their minds to break, they are beset by the Slayer. It is a beast of unspeakable violence that consumes all in its path, including the soul of the one who is host to it. A genius, exiled from his home in the elven paradise of Soldanessala, when he attempted to seize the power of life itself, he instead turned his magnificent mind to murder on a grand scale. That is how he came to crave the power of the Baal spawn. He saw them not as living things, but as tools for his own machinations. In the end, though Irenicus took the form of the Slayer for himself, it was a Baal spawn who thwarted him, the same that saved Baldur's Gate. Quite so. I was rather hoping you'd gathered all the rest of the adventuring paraphernalia yourself. You'll need every advantage. I am a living witness to Baal's defeat those 100 years ago. So I know your battle against him is not futile. He can be stopped. But not all of those who stood against him survived. And those who did were never the same again. I wish you luck, my friend. And I hope that when I see you again, you'll be in one piece. 2 or 3 at most.
A hero at heart. Still alive, so that's progress.
At your command.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
Tell me.
Come to think of it, Tamrin really didn't seem to or Corral. Didn't stop them, Tamrin worked harder than they did. He was still chipping away when I left last night. Never saw when he left, though, did we?
No, it's not.
He could be propping up the bar in the outside for all we know. sorts of misery books. We're here now, aren't we? City
We know you will drive back the army of the Absolute. Raise our
That's just
strength
it.
to its pinnacle.
The Steel Watch, don't it?
We stand guard.
She always has something
Before
interesting
you.
in the Gazette.
Our lives are yours. And our enemies are forfeit.
Not only have you any idea how hard it is to make an automaton have manners?
As long as they do their jobs.
In my opinion.
There's one of you and four of us. Do you really think you can take all of us at once?
I can go and get backup.
And you think we're just gonna sit here and wait for you and your hog friends to come back and arrest us?
Look, I'm just trying to do my job, all right?
I'm going to ask for directions.
No, no, you mustn't. The city is full of criminals. We can't let them know we're coming.
Do not worry. Guild's friends are Tuskrunt's friends. And I don't hurt my friends. Unless they deserve it.
Two sides, each itching to draw blades against the other.
The sensation is contagious. Which should we oppose?
Either or both, so long as I get to spill blood.
All hail the Absolute's worst nightmare. How can I help you in your war today? Knowing what I know usually comes at a cost. But let's say we'll put it on your tab. Which part? The Stone Lords hollowed this place out. Half my crews are fled or in hiding. Orin's faceless try to pierce my ranks every day, while Gortash's toy soldiers control the streets. When the Absolute's army arrives to wage war on the city, our best hope is to make sure they have no leaders in here willing to open the gates for them. The leader of some new crew that's intent on paining my arse. If he was just another upstart who didn't like paying guild dues, fair enough. But he and his crew make no demands. Leave no survivors to pass on a message. All I know is that on every scrap of ground he takes from me, the cult of the Absolute soon starts sprouting. Doesn't matter. Whatever god the prick prays to, I'll send him to meet it soon enough.
money isn't a crime.
I smell danger on the wind. Keep your weapons ready.
The only thing that's curing is the smell of trout lays out. We're near the fish market.
Best keep your hands to yourself. You're being watched. You were seen stealing. Resolving this peacefully will require more caution than you displayed in getting caught. Your refusal has only made things worse. The guards will be hearing of this. You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now. You're free to go. This time. But next time you won't be so lucky.
Fish here! Get your fish here!
just for combat. Onward!
Let my name be known.
Sometimes the only way out is through. Need to find a way forward.
On your command.
No choice but to keep going. One day I'll catch a break.
Yes?
I will not know failure.
Survival is all that matters.
Thank you for cutting those creatures down, truly. Gods know what would have happened if you weren't here.
More of those creatures. Not sure why they're attacking out in the open like this.
Oh, gods! There's guts all over my boat!
It's been a long day. I'll need to rest soon.
I think I'm gonna get my fill of fish for the day.
Having these things lying around is bad for business.
gazetteers around need to see if the new edition's out yet.
Louder than foxes, and all through the night. Chimneys, the lot of them, and not a thought for their neighbors.
What can I do for you, my friend? I would, but you have so many friends already. In that case, I'd be happy to tag along.
You wish to consult me? A mistake. I am your most valuable asset. When you realize your mistake, I will be ready to join you again.
I would not like to end our acquaintance in violence, but that does not mean I won't. I would not like to end our acquaintance in violence, but that does not mean I won't.
Fate spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally?
Or mayhaps a resurrection instead. Which of them dost thou require? This is the price of balance. Thou wilt now find them as they were, exactly as thou last remembered them. Dost thou require anything else? By doom and dusk I strike thy name from the archives. Rise.
What's done to the house prices?
I never let the kids